Hey, my lovelies, it's me, author Alexandria Infante, here with another review. So, basically, before I start, I want to always, you guys know, you can hear him, give props to bensound.com. He is the music that you guys hear every time one of our videos starts. Every time one of our videos starts, you hear the music at the beginning. That's from composer bensound.com. So he offers free royalty free music that you can use for your videos, your commercials, all of that stuff. Basically, all you have to do is give him his props and he will allow you to use the music. You can use it for whatever you choose, just as long as you give him his shout out. You give him his props. There's a difference between free, royalty free, and royalty free. Free royalty free means that you have the right to use it if the author or the image or the music or whatever it is gives you permissions to use it. So he gives you permissions. Now you can also purchase his music on his site. When you go to click to download a song or whatever, there's a little box there, and the box will tell you, you click that to download, the box will come down and then it'll tell you what you need to do in order to purchase it. Now, purchasing his music, I believe, is a little bit different than just using it and giving him a shout out, because I don't own the music. He just gives me the licensing's right as long as I give him his props to use it on our site here or on my own personal website. So basically, I'm giving him his shouts and his props because I think it's so awesome that he makes this amazing music and he lets anyone use it. So if you guys need music for book trailers, videos, all that kind of stuff, just pop over to his site. It's called bensound.com. So just like bensound.com. And go over there, check out. He's got from hip hop to rock to classical to movie scores, all of that stuff. Just pop over there and check it out, and it's completely awesome. So now about our drama yesterday. I was going to take down the review because I didn't want to deal with the drama. I didn't, all of that just mess and that negativity that was just flowing yesterday. And it just really hurt my heart because I'm trying to do something to show my appreciation for other indie authors. I kind of feel like she is a novice or she just got started, because normally that's something that you do when you just get started, or you haven't learned, you haven't matured enough to be an author and to understand that everyone's not going to like your book. um but anyway, I don't want to even talk about that anymore. But my point was is that I was going to take down the video, but then like oh my god, I'm so thankful, you guys are so awesome, you rock, all of the Facebook messages that Jen and I got today when I clicked onto Facebook. I was like completely, I was just shocked and I was thankful and appreciative. And they told me to leave it up. They said there was no point, there was no reason or need for me to take it down, because if I did, then I would be admitting that she was right and Jen was wrong. And I'm not going to do that because Jen read her book. Whether she liked it or not, the point is Jen read it. And then so I started like also talking to some of my book reviewer friends who actually have review sites for regular, mainstream books. And they were like, don't take it down because that's her opinion. You can't negate a reader's opinion about your book, which is what I was trying to get her to understand as well. And, basically that old saying, I can't say it, but you don't where you eat, and readers are where you eat. And as an author, you need to understand that because, even though I'm an author, I'm still a reader. But I didn't read her book. Jen did. And Jen is nothing but a reader. That's all she does is read. But anyway, so that's taking care of that. I'm not going to take down the review. I'm going to leave it up because they all said that it needed to stay up, because if I take it down, then I'm saying that Jen did something wrong, and I know Jen didn't. So I'm going to leave it up. Also, I am going to give tidbits and just information about being an author and how to take criticism and how to do all that stuff on my own channel. So pop over there and watch the video. It's basically, my channel is Latina MC Latina romance author Alexandria Infante, or you can just type in Alexandria Infante and I'll come up. Please subscribe to show me some love, y'all. Come on now, come on. And just watch the video, because I will give you some pointers. I will tell you what it was like when I first started. And I am a minority, so that's even harder. And so trying to bash through this, atmosphere or this trophosphere of the literary world, please jump over there, watch that video. I will post it a little bit later after I finish with the reviews over here. But really watch it. If you're a new author, watch it, because I can give you some pointers. I can give you tips. I can tell you what to do when you do get those heart-wrenching or just like viscerating reviews, because regardless of, like, you could go onto my website, you can go onto the Amazon, and yeah, I don't have a lot of reviews. Like when you go, but I sell amazingly. I'm not sure why people don't leave reviews for me, which is really, really weird. But I sell like crazy. And I've been doing it for 9 years now. So I don't know if because I'm such a nice person and my Facebook friends are like, oh, well, I would hate to leave her a bad review even if I really didn't like the book. So they don't leave reviews. I've actually had readers tell me, but I couldn't say. It's like, yes, you can. That's what it's for. It's for us to take, to take that criticism and to understand that everyone is not going to like your book. But anyway, so pop over to Alexandria Infante and watch the videos that I'm going to post. Subscribe. You could do that. And that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about over here. So, because this is for a review. Now, our author tonight, unfortunately, I forgot today was a darn holiday. It's MLK Day. Happy MLK Day, guys. He did some awesome. So I still have my broke glasses. I won't get them because no post is running today. So you guys are going to have to deal with me and my broke glasses. But anyway, so today's book, she isn't on our roster, but I would like for her to be. So if anyone knows her out there in the YouTube book world, please contact her and let her know that we have a review up here for her. And I really enjoyed her book. Okay, so tonight's book is called Yuki's Luck. And it is by author Nese. I believe that's how she pronounces it. Nese. Maybe Nese. J-A accent N-E-S-E. So I'm going to say Nese Dixon. And here's the cover. It's a cute, sexy, hot Scottish, Irish guy on the cover, because obviously you see the little 4-leaf clover and you see luck, and so he's a ginger. He's got those ginger looks there, so he must be a Scots or an Irish. So anyway, so the book follows the Smith Pack. That's what it's called. It's called Yuki's Luck Smith Pack Dual Book 1. Okay, and so, I'm starting to make lists. I'm going to make a list of every book that I review, because the drama that happened, that's not happening again. Because she read it, she made notes, they got upset, whatever. So I'm going to make my review notes for every book that I review from now on, so I know I took the information from your book. Okay, so basically, the book takes place in Austin, Texas, and so you have Asher Smith, Jasmine, Jasmine Smith, and Dylan Jones, and of course the main character, Yuki. Okay, Yuki is biracial, so she's half black and half Korean. She was adopted. She was basically a product of her dad is black. Her mom's family is very very strict Korean. So when she went and got with a black man, that was not acceptable. And that happens a lot of times in interracial relationships, and sometimes and a lot of times it likes to be played up that the person of the different descent, like Korean or whatever, Japanese, Chinese, could their family couldn't deal with the black person, right? But there are some times that the black person's family can't deal with the white person or the Asian person or whatever as well. So that works both ways. And so in this aspect, I was very very happy that she played up both sides of it. Both sides, that the Korean family was upset and the black family were upset as well. And then to top it off, not only did the black man bail and leave her with this half Asian baby, but he was already married. So that was even dirtier. So basically, her mom's parents and family gave her an ultimatum to either give up the baby because the baby is half black, or she got disowned. And so because this woman loved her baby, she basically got disowned. And now she raised her on her own. And then when she was 7, her mother died. I believe that's what happened. Darn it, I didn't break that down. I believe her mother died. So this part I am unsure of. Okay. And then she finds out that she has a half brother, Austin. And so Austin's mother adopts her. And then she goes into this family and they raised her, they love her, and they treat her like family. So now Austin, Dylan, and Yuki are like best. They always hang out together. It's been them since, she was 7 years old, then that was when she first met Dylan James. And so Dylan and her have been like thick as thieves, as my nana would say. And they pretty much all grew up together. So now they're all adults. It's about to be her 27th birthday. They're going into a business venture together. So Dylan is really rich. He's like this rich Irish guy. And basically he flies back and forth to Ireland, and his parents had buku bucks, and then now he has buku bucks because he became like some big huge millionaire tech something, I believe it is. And so they want to open up a brewery and eatery together. Yeah, try saying that like a couple of times. And so basically what they're doing is they're shopping for IPAs, they're shopping for different beers to basically set up their little brewery and eatery, and so they want the best. So this has been like their thing for from what I'm getting from the book, the last couple of years. And so finally everything's coming together and they've got the beers that they want. And so they go to lunch to have like this big, huge celebration. Well, not big, huge, but between them, because they're all business partners. She works for this this brand company. So like Stitch, where Stitch basically packs. You go on and you pick out cute shirts from Stitch, and then you basically you click on and then you wear them for like a week or something like that, and you only send back the ones that you don't want. And then they will send you a new box. Well, that's like a branding company. So this is what she works for. And so she's been trying to she wants to make partner. So she's been bringing them in like millions of dollars or whatever. And so finally she's up to where she might get her partnership. So when she goes out with her brother, and now her brother is her twin. He's her twin brother. And then he's married to Jasmine. And unfortunately, him and Jasmine are, their relationship is a little bit rocky right now. She wants a baby, he doesn't. And so you've got drama from that. And then, so this is where you find out that she's pretty much been in love with Dylan since he was like probably 15. But she never told him, she just loves him from afar. It's like she feels like it's an unrequited love because, he's always around women. These were like, even in the restaurant where they're having lunch, when they all go rise to leave, she's got to go back to work because like she doesn't want to be messing around because she's got this big promotion coming up. So basically, she rises from the table, and then as she turns to look over or whatever, because I think in this part of the book, I think he went to the bathroom or something like that. But anyway, I'm sorry, I don't remember. And so when she looked that way, he was like talking to this little blonde chick, and so it kind of like hurt her feelings. You know how it would make you feel like if your crush is there, but they're like totally talking to someone else, and you're just like. And it's not like you don't hate them or that person, but it just like gives you like a little heart tug, and so you're like, okay, I gotta leave because I don't want to watch this. That's happened to me a couple of times. One time, one time, one time. You know who you are, Ian. Anyway, and so basically, she leaves. She goes to leave, and then when she leaves. Her brother walks her out and all this stuff, and then she finds out that him and his wife are actually having some, a couple of issues together, and so they're like, okay, so I'll talk to you later, blah blah blah, right? And then Dylan catches her, and then he's like, he asks her out to dinner, and she's like, we always go out, blah blah blah, and he's like, yeah, but pretty much I want you to just come out to dinner with me, just regardless, despite the fact that we're always friends, we're always this, we're always that. And so she agrees, and it's like something about it, the way that he said it and the way that he looked. So she pretty much dresses to the nines. So she puts on like this sexy dress and shoes and all that stuff. And so she goes out to dinner with him. But then he decides, okay, how about you just come upstairs? And she's like, upstairs. And then he's like, yeah, just come upstairs and have dinner with me. And so basically he has a penthouse suite over the restaurant that he's taking her to. And it's like, she's like saying, maybe it's against my better judgment, but she knows that she's been in love with him for like forever. So finally she's like also afraid of where like this will take their friendship. But in the end, she winds up going up there. They get all hotted and bothered, and then they get into an argument like during the process, and then so she's gonna leave, and he's like, no, you're not leaving. He's like, you know what this is, we've been ignoring this for like ever. And then she's like, yeah, but you're always with some chick, da 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 da. And so they wind up sleeping together, and then she actually has to deal with the fact that she's in love with him. But what she does is she runs. So like while he's asleep, Arlie Parker has a book like this, which is probably what I'm going to do tomorrow too, because that book was like really good too. But anyway, and so she runs, she leaves him like in the middle of the freaking night, and she steps off and she goes home, and then her brother's like, where have you been? Why are you dressed like that? The mom already knows. And so her and the mom, they're having the conversation while like she's brushing her hair. And she's like, don't let what happened to me and my relationship stop you from following your heart to find the love that you want and you need. And so the reason why she ran was because she was afraid, because of the fact that her parents had like this really jacked up relationship, and now her brother is supposed to be like totally in love with his wife, and now he's going through drama. And so she's just like, does love like this even freaking work? And I'm afraid, and I don't want to put myself out there. I'm trying to get this, this business partnership, and I don't have time for love and all this kind of stuff. And so she leaves him. She bails like in the middle of the night. And so then basically he's like seriously pissed off because, after all this time, he finally got her. He finally got to say that I love you too. And she left. And then, so basically he gets upset, and then he goes home for like, a business meeting, I believe it is. And so she realizes that like a bunch of other stuff happened, and then she realizes that really like royally screwed up. And so she goes to Ireland to get him back. And so she goes over there, and what she winds up doing is pitching a beer pub for his company. And that is where I'm going to stop. Now, this book was really, really cute. I liked it because it's a short, so there's not much else after. There's not like a whole bunch left to the book after this. There's some ups and downs and some other stuff, but it's a shorter read, so it's not like, 200, 300 pages. Actually, I can tell you that right now. Yeah, let's see. It's not giving me a page count. Darn it. I hate when it does that, when it gives you just the Google count. Darn. Okay, but anyway, so basically, I'm not exactly sure how many pages it is exactly, so I don't want to say it's a short. Yeah, darn it, it doesn't say. But anyway, the whole point is this is a really good read. It flows very well. I didn't find a single typo because she is an indie author as well. Remember, this channel, we are only reviewing indie authors. I think two of the first two weren't. I'm not sure if Kenya is an indie author. I thought Ophelia wasn't, but she is too. And so I'm not sure. You know what? I'm actually going to text. I'm probably going to send Kenya a message, and because she's one of my friends on Facebook too. So I'm probably going to send her a message and ask her. But I believe she is an indie author as well. But the whole point is that this channel is for indie authors only. We don't review anyone else but indie authors because we want you to have your spotlight too. I just hope, like, if I'm doing reviews that people aren't liking, that they gently, they don't like bring their friends on the channel to ruin it. They just hit me up later and be like, you know what, Trick? No, I'm just checking. But I try to be as gentle and soft as I can be when it comes to reviews because I know how eviscerating reviews can affect you. But anyway, so I really like this book. It was an easy read. Like, there were no typos. It flowed well. The interactions between the characters, everything was great. Now, if I had to say anything that I didn't like about the book or that I feel like the author could fix, it would be a bang. Because, like, the book read wonderfully. But I kind of felt like, okay, there was chemistry between Dylan and Yuki. But I kind of felt like the rest of the characters could have could have been pumped up a little more. So I kept waiting for that, like, bang, like that was just going to be like, oh, and it never really came. The book was steady and it was a good read. I'm not saying the book was bad at all. No, the book was good. It was a good read. It's just that I was missing that, that like, to it, to where I could be like, oh, no, he didn't, girl, blah, 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 blah. So it is a wonderful read. And if I had to star this book, it is an interracial romance, contemporary. It's very cute. And I like the dynamics of the characters. I like the interactions. And so if I had to star this book, I would star it like a solid 3.50. So it would get a solid 3.5 stars. And that's only because it's not because of there were no typos, there was nothing like that. It's just that I was missing the bang, like that one something that, would take this book up to a 4 stars, So basically, she's hovering between a 3.5 stars and a 3.75 because of the fact that there was no bang bang there. So I'm going to read more books by this author because that book was very cute. I really liked it, and I like the interaction. I like the fact that she flew all the way to Scotland to get her man. Ireland to get her man. So basically, and I liked the history of the character, and I liked how she gave you the interaction of the parents and the fact that the dad had an affair with a Korean woman, and just that whole dynamics there, because she gave us a different side to look at, because we always look at the actual foreigner or the person who isn't American as saying, you know what, they don't want to deal with that because they have a half, or a tri or a multi baby. When she gives you the other side of it, that it wasn't the mom. The mom left her family to be with him, but he was a cheater. He had an affair. So I really like that part. And so once again, the book is called. Sorry, my table is too far over today. The book is called Yuki's Luck, and it's by author Janice. I'm going to say Janice. It could be Janice or Janice. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Sometimes names are like, it's like, it looks like it could be French, so it could be Janice, it could be Janice, it could be, because my first name is Jenny, and I have an accent over the A too, which is why I don't use it. I use Alexandria because basically it's too hard for people to basically say, because hers is Jan, J-A accent N, but mine is J-E-A accent N. So yeah. So anyway. So basically, I believe it's Nese Dixon. And once again, it's called Yuki's Luck. And you can find it on Amazon.com. It's $2.99 in Kindle. I'm not sure if she has it in print because I didn't look for the print. The reviews are really good for it because, like I said, it's a good book. It's very cute. The only reason why she's not getting a 4 is because I missed that oomph or whatever it is, just like that bang that would take it up to another level. I didn't find it in the book. So, but the book itself is good. So, that's pretty much it. And I thank you guys so much. Tomorrow we will be reviewing. Just a minute. Now, I wanted to also say we were supposed to do call letters. I said we were going to do it on Saturday, but I forgot. Call letters is a regular read, so it's not a romance. So we didn't throw you out to the dogs and tail. It's just that I forgot. We don't review on Saturday, and then your book is a regular fiction book, so we do you on Friday. So this Friday we will be reading Sintel, and then next Friday we will be reading let me get the rest of the week first. Y'all know I'm old. So tomorrow we will be reading an actual historical romance because of the fact that we haven't done any historicals yet. So tomorrow, she isn't on our roster because you don't get a lot of historical romance writers out there that write interracial. I write interracial romance, so you guys check that out too. I've got Vikings, I've got Russian princes, I've got English dukes, I've got Native Indian princes. Anyway, so tomorrow we are going to be reading we're going to be reviewing, Elise Marion's The Rogue Prince. And this is the cover, so you guys can get ready for it. And that is what we will be reading tomorrow, or we will be reviewing tomorrow, because we haven't done an actual historical romance. Now, she isn't on our roster, but if you guys out there know her, let her know that we're doing a review and that we really appreciate indie authors. Like I said, please pop over to my channel and check out, if you are a new indie author, please pop over to my channel and watch the videos having to do with being an author and a first-time author and being able to deal with criticism and reviews that hurt or aren't necessarily what you want them to be. So, I love you guys and I thank you for your subscriptions. You guys continue to subscribe and show us love. And for everyone who messaged me on Facebook, I totally thank you. And I appreciate your love. And it just made me feel so good. And I'm going to take the advice of the readers who said to leave the review up because Jen didn't do anything wrong. So, thanks bunches. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. You know that. You know we care.